Hello, welcome. My name is Steph. If you'd like to come on and have a seat for some symbolic support, we're doing a nice, short, and sweet scry today that is connected to a short, which I will link below in the Muse of Dexter. So these shorts will be mostly inspired by our influencers. So again, thank
Sure.
you. Thank you very, very much. Overall, please do receive a release freely, but you know the drill. If you're here, thank you so, so much for your time, attention, and awareness, as your presence and perspective is powerful. Let's go. All right, we're going to scry for shapes and symbols that may speak to our psyche and psychic senses. If you see anything, please feel well to comment below or keep to oneself. All right, if you take a screenshot, to scry in your own time, personal use only. All right, so do you know what this is reminding me of? If you've ever seen the show Community, when Troy and Abed get their own
What brought you
oh,
here?
for heavens and hot dogs, you're very, very loud. When Troy and Abed get their own apartment, and the old guy, oh my goodness, I think it's anyway, it's not the point. He brings like this troll thing that used to scare Troy when they lived together, and it creates this whole story and situation and all of these different things that happen in this apartment. And they go through these timelines where they flip the dice, and the part of the show of this new apartment with this troll doll, all these different timelines. And I think there was like maybe 7 or 8 different timelines. So there could be something in and around here. I'm also seeing a harp. And there's something about fury coming through. But the power of fury, the power of fury. There's skulls up here. And spitting out what no longer serves. And maybe you're in that space, spitting out what no longer serves. I'm going to take a look at the cards as well. And I'm taking a look from a higher point of view. So imagine if like this is scary kind of troll thing. And not to
Sure.
say that it is. It just it was depicted like that in the show for one reason or another. Comical nonetheless. It creates content for comedy, but I'm at this higher perspective. And I feel like whenever I take this leap, whatever this leap is, off the higher building like a gargoyle, like you've been being guided, but then you're going to take that leap through observation, and you're going to stick the landing. I feel like this is part of the show here that's coming through of
Closet.
Community. Is it's like, no, 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 I'm good, thanks. No, 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 no. And you know when someone's just like a cool guy or a cool girl and they just pay no mind, right? They pay no mind. And I kind of want to add here, it's like while this conversation is going on maybe on the ground, whatever the ground might be to you, the collective en masse in your area, in your community, physical community, online community, in your mind. Then there's like this, maybe the character that drives you around, like mob boss style or like cool guy style. And they're just waiting and hanging out. They are never concerned. They're never giving the air of concern. So I feel like there's something being driven in the heart space specifically, that when you stick this landing, I say you, we, right? Because I'm just plopping myself in, receiver release freely. I feel like there might be this little bit of hesitancy,
Revolting.
and yeah, like revolting against taking this leap. You have the higher perspective. Here we are, we have it. And you're going to stick the landing. But there's like this no, no,
What do
no,
you
no,
want?
no. What do you want? You wanted this. So be cool, be cool. You got a driver ready to help take you there, or a butler, or whatever feels good to you. And then we have the Knight of Knaves with the Three of Wands. And this to me is speaking presentation. That sword is here as well. And it's going to take you like off planet, even maybe off the planet of the current perception. One never really knows. There's also biodomes here, that were at the bottom there. Yeah, I really like that feeling.
Disagree.
All right, you don't have to agree with me. That's completely awesome. Possum. There's a bee or a hornet down here. Now I'm in like that movie Ant-Man and the Hornet. There are geese, if the geese symbol means anything to anyone. There are broken sunglasses or broken glasses. There's also, you know how in I think it was like, I don't know, Revenge of the Nerds, or in the way nerds might have been depicted in TV shows with the tape between their classes. I'm getting this little bit of an air that there might be, you know, it kind of feels nerdish or insecure. You know, kind of apply that feel wherever you may, outside of the crowd of, again, it's all very movie oriented, jocks and or the athletes, which I think are the jocks anyway, the goth kids, the music kids. And but then there's this own egregore of energy, and I think that's what's coming in this community kind of space of who you are. Your consciousness community is being able to break the bridge of your glasses and put it back together and realize that you can and do build according to your all of your archetypes, not just one. The boundary of Sheila Nagig is coming through, that very, very heart opening. You know, and kind of using anything of your heart space to your advantage. The heart wants what the heart wants. Alchemy, definitely alchemizing this. And look at this. I gotta say, you know, wherever you're kind of sailing off to.
Sing.
I'm on like.
What is that?
It is a card. On shore. I stick the landing. I don't know how else to say that. Vengeance and freedom. I do get the sensation of not moving through vengeance while there's fury here. That doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to move through vengeance as I feel like that is repeats a cycle, even though I feel like the victor and the victim, and you know, coming in with vengeance is a feeling versus being vengeful or revengeful, because revengeful feels like I'm repeating a cycle just from the different space of it, just from a different point of view, but I'm in the same cycle. This feels, it's the essence of yes, and opening up that very heart of like going through this process to wander, to adventure, and then feeling the freedom in that spaciousness, because there's absolutely spaciousness. It's like when you stick the landing, or how do I want to say that?
Sleeping.
Diving, like swimming, and you make the dive, their version of sticking the landing, and then you get to like just sail, you know, kind of swim off to the side. I love it. This bee hornet thing is like right jacked up. So, and it's also in your sleep state. There's moons here. Something about the man in the moon. There's also a sword happening in here. Blood, sweat, and tears. Blood, sweat, and tears. And coming in to close with us is ancestors, right? And they're seeing you sleep in that sleep state. Also other versions of us. The light, the dark, and all the shades of gray. And colors that are in there as well. Coming of winter. Do you know what's really interesting? I feel like I did a reading recently or somewhere. I don't know if it's coming out. These very similar cards were coming out. You have a harvest behind your back, like you've kept it to yourself. Or owls coming through as well to close out. It's in the lullabies of your sleep, and what happens in the lulls of life as well. If we feel like we're in lulls, and then how can we utilize that lull to lull us into, or what may lull us into a slumbery state, and what may also lull us into a relaxation space to then behold, aha, I shall proceed and pursue. I love it. I love it. I'm trying to keep these shorter and sweeter as add-ons to the short. So let me know if you're liking these. Absolutely. Divine Connection is how we close. Right here in the midhaven of it all. Oh, you're so rude. Rude. And this whole divine connection is like coming together and peeling apart. Like you are, I am, however you may want to say that, even in the sleep and the wake, the this and the that. Don't be afraid to smudge or clear or offer some sort of protection if there's energies that are feel like they're zombified. And also if you feel like maybe there's, you know, people around you, whatever the case is, that are asleep. It's no one's job to wake them up. They will awaken when they're ready, and whatever that might mean. The best one can do is to lead by example and be, right? Just move through the community of the different states of consciousness as they're coming together. Some might slay, like I want to come into this Dexter vibe of some might slay, some might sleep. There are people doing things in different degrees, and wherever you are, and whatever you're guided towards in this big site, step into it. You'll stick the landing. You'll stick the landing. Coming out of winter and into winter seems to be maybe the winter season also is very significant, and it's very powerful, even though it looks cold and desolate, but it could actually be closer to the light. All right. I'm going to let you go. I hope this did serve, inspire, educate, or entertain. And until next time, so much love.